guy just talking to a camera for the first time.
I know, this is super exciting.
It's like you're talking to someone, but you're not, so you gotta just pretend that someone's gonna see this.
Well, to be honest though, if people don't watch, this is really just fast though.
Right.
Let's just document our lives. But this is actually super crazy.
Alright.
So we thought for our first video that we'd do like a get to know each other.
Yeah,
well,
why not?
for you to get to know us, we know each other. Okay, so we're gonna start with like what's your full name and has your name had any real significance?
Mi nombre es Jimmy Vasquez Gonzalez. That's my full name. It's an English first name and 2 Spanish last names. And the significance that played in my life. Growing up, to be honest, I didn't really use it, the Jimmy part much. You know, Jimmy's like, I don't know, I always thought it was like a common name. My nickname is Chico, which means boy. And that's kind of what I was more known as. More of my friends would call me like, hey, it's Chico, it's El Chico. Yeah, Jimmy Vasquez Gonzalez is just like my identity on paper. But if I think of my identity as a person, it's more Chico.
My name is, it sounds so crazy now.
I know, right?
My name is Alexandra Sarah Phillips.
Ooh, I've actually never heard you say your full name.
Alexandra Sarah Phillips. And to be honest, there's no significance. All I remember is that when I was a kid, my family called me Alex for short. And then when I went to preschool, there was another kid called Alex. And so they were like, we can't call you that enough. So you have to find another name. And so my grandfather always used to call me Ali. So that's how Ali started. So people call me Ali and it's spelled A-L-I.
Right.
So I guess, yeah, you're listening to Jimmy and Ali.
Jimmy and Ali.
Okay, cool. So let's move on. Where are you from?
I am from La República Dominicana, or English words, Dominican Republic, Spanish-speaking country sharing the same island with Haiti, heavily populated. Actually, by a lot of different races, and at least just people look different. You can't really look at people there and be like, oh, this is what a Dominican person looks like. It's more so like there's black Dominicans, there are white Dominicans, there are Asian Dominicans.
Shout out to Mark.
Right, shout out to Mark. Dominican is Dominican. Speaking Spanish, eating mango and plátanos and eggs and rice and beans and sancocho, all that stuff. You answer this.
So I'm actually from Australia, like down the bottom of the world, and I come from a city. It's called Brisbane. Shout out to Brisbane.
When you say Brisbane, I thought there was like an O at the end, but it's like Brisbane.
Oh yeah, Brisbane.
But
Brisbane.
Because when I read it, I think of like Brisbane.
B-O-N. Yeah, Brisbane. That's what it's called. So I'm from Australia. Yeah, nowhere near as exciting as Brisbane. Although, shout out Australia. Shout out Australia is so beautiful. No. Okay. Australia's beautiful. I love it. I just went home. It's beautiful.
Sweet.
So then moving on.
What
brought you here to Canada?
What brought me here, long story short, because I could talk forever, but my dad was already here in Canada. He came in 1989, way before I was born, the year my oldest brother was born. That's when he first came.
Shout out John.
Jonathan, que lo que. Yeah, basically traveling back and forth between Dominican and Canada between those years. And it wasn't until about 10 years ago since I've been here now in Canada, Toronto. That was December 18th, 2008. Middle of winter and everything. But yeah, we just came here just to be with my dad. Actually, not just with my dad, with my little sister too. She was here with my dad already. But it was me, my 2 brothers, and my mother. And I've been here ever since.
I moved to Canada almost exactly 1 year ago. So I moved.
Fresh.
Actually, Archie and I moved. So I brought Archie with me from Australia. And to be honest, I moved because one of my best friends lived here. Shout out Holly.
We need shout outs to everybody, like we somebody here.
But shout out Holly.
Don't worry, someday you guys will be seeing this video again and be like, I remember when we saw Jimmy and Ali's video for the first time.
And Yeah, I moved just because I wanted to mix up my life a little bit. I loved my life back home, but I was ready for a new challenge, to be inspired, re-inspired, motivated, to be challenged. So yeah, I moved because I really wanted to really live my life.
True.
It's been amazing. So,
Hey.
how did you meet? I feel
How
like
did
you
we
tell
meet?
this story so much.
Friday, June 2nd, last year, 2017. The company we both work for, they have like they call it Friday Fiesta, which is just like a get-together party where, you know, people who work for the company get together and mingle for a little
On a
bit.
Friday.
Me being me, if you know me, I don't attend to a lot of things. Man, I never attended to any of them until this day for some reason. I was coming from my previous event the morning of that day, and then I was like on the train, and I was like, do I get off? Do I stay on? Do I get off? Do I stay on? And then I was like, all right, whatever, I'll just get off. So I got off at the station, made my way to the party.
And I had only
Yeah.
I'd been working for the company 3 weeks. This was my first ever Friday Fiesta.
Okay, for me it was more almost like 6 months then, because I joined in January and this was June. So.
Actually, funny story. I have a type of man that I like to date. Anyway, so
You can probably guess.
anyway, we'll get to that later.
We'll
in
get to
the
that, I
issue.
guess.
But it was funny because I'd only moved to the city. I'd been there 3 weeks, and word got out that I dated.
Black man! Yeah.
Anyway, so I remember one of my colleagues was like, "Oh my gosh, you have to meet this guy Chico. He works for us." And in my
That's my
mind,
nickname.
oh yeah,
Right.
Chico. And in my mind, I was like, "What is like a Caribbean guy?" They told me it was from the Caribbean. I was like, "What is a Caribbean guy doing working for this like little company? Like it's really random."
Right.
And they were like, "Yeah, you have to meet him." He's like, I was like, "Well, tell me about him." They were like, "He's 22," and I was like, "No." Like it's not gonna happen. Like
Yeah.
I've dated, like I want to date like older men. Like nah, I'm not dating it. So already in my head I was like, no, thank you. And then they also
Well,
told
so
me,
that is relevant to the people that don't know us. Why does 22, or you don't want to reveal your
oh no,
age?
I'm 26. I'm 26, and I just had But hold on.
So I'm 20.
So-
I was 22.
Yes, I was like, I'm not dating younger than me. Like I need to date like mature men.
Right.
And then the other thing was they were like, he's really skinny, and I was like.
Ding. They weren't lying
So
about
already
that.
I had in my mind like I'm not even gonna date. I'm not even gonna date this guy.
Right.
Anyway, so it was my 3rd week of work. I was at this fiesta, and then this dude shows up.
Yeah, and then I showed up, and then it was just a bunch of dudes at first. The company, it's primarily Aussie, Australian populated, couple cool Aussie cats there. I was just talking to them and stuff like that, but you know, I definitely was like, yo, where the women at? Where the girls at? Where the girls? There were a few girls there, but I have a particular taste, just like she has a particular taste, and I didn't see anything. I mean, that's not the reason why I went, but if a dude is gonna go to a party, you at least gonna hope you see something you like, right? Yeah, and then maybe I was there 15-20 minutes into the party or whatever, and then ta-da!
And I remember
Like
we
the
started
clouds,
chatting.
like the clouds parted.
And we started chatting, and it was almost like, in my mind, it was almost like no one else. Time stopped. And it's so ironic because people are like, these guys need to meet, And I do remember we were talking and other people kept coming in and then like leaving.
Right, but this is the thing,
Feeling
like
they
you
couldn't
knew
really-
all this stuff. I had no idea that like everybody was like,
Yeah.
oh, like I was just talking to you. Like that was the first time I met you. I'd never seen you before. I didn't know who you were. Wasn't expecting you there. You know, by you, I were at least expecting to see someone.
Yeah.
Or you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
And you know, so maybe that's why, which we'll get to after. But maybe that's why you already had your mind made up in some ways.
Yeah.
You know, because you were like, oh, okay. You know, but me, it's just like, who's this girl?
Yeah.
Aussie girl with curly hair and a big.
Oh, come on. That's like inappropriate for us as YouTubers.
Well, I mean, yo, I think we try to keep it real, right?
Yeah,
That's what we're basing this off of, and that was definitely something I noticed right away.
So anyway, we started talking, we had a great time, and then I made the first move because I was like, what are you doing on the weekend? And he was like, well, I'm busy tomorrow. And I was like, it's still Sunday. I was like, so what are you doing Sunday? And then we booked a date. What is your favorite quality or thing about the other person?
Favorite quality or thing about the other person? I keep answering them first.
Okay, I'll answer.
Can you answer them first? I need time to think on this.
Okay, no, my favorite thing about you, first one that comes to mind is like your kindness. Like kindness is like really important to me. Like I want to be with someone who is actually, I know it sounds crazy, but nice to me and cares for my well-being, and that quality of you, you're such a caring and nurturing person without even trying to be. I don't know if you describe yourself as that. That's why it's interesting, because I feel like you're so easy to get along with because you're genuinely interested in other people, and you've made me like a much kinder and nicer person, which is a quality. That's my favorite thing about you. Don't cry. He cries. Like, you'll probably see him crying.
Eventually, not yet though. For me, I think the first thing I realized when I met you was that I need to get my shit together. I do like that I am with someone that pushes me to be better. You know, like I see you doing things for you, and that's the thing. It's like you do all these things for you, like behind the scenes that I love and that other people love. That inspires me to be like, I need to do that for me too, because not only that helps me be a better person, but that also affects the people that I'm around and how they see me, and in turn, you know, maybe the impact I have in them, and maybe I make them better, you know, because I'm a better person. Yeah.
We have so many more questions.
We have like 20 questions, but as you can tell,
to finish, I think we should just explain really quickly our YouTube channel name.
Okay.
We decided to call
sure.
our YouTube channel Cactus Love, which is like super random,
Right.
but I bought Chico a cactus for Valentine's Day, and I was just thinking like cactuses are dope because they're prickly and they're not always considered the most beautiful, or I don't know, there's a dangerous aspect to it. It's not perfect,
Right.
but cactuses never die, and they're really strong, and they can withhold a lot. And we think that that's pretty indicative of our relationship.
It's also something that you kind of like want to emulate, you know?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to be like a cactus? I mean,
Yeah, exactly. Prickly, but like strong.
you know, they'll mess you up if you try to mess with them. Anyways.
The analogies will continue. Guys, thank you so much for watching. This is like super exciting for us. We're going to try and do this once a week, I think. And we hope that you enjoy it.
Hey.
Hey.
Adios.
Bye.